Evo, I'm through messing around out here. Fire up the ship, I'm coming in.
So, hey, you remember how, like, the very first level, Hoth level, was pretty awesome?
I do remember that.
Yeah, welcome to the rest of the game. Well, for the most part. Now you get to run around as Dash Rendar, shooting things rather than, piloting, or any of the fun stuff.
Shooting from his crotch, at least.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't know why old games did that.
I don't know either. Yeah, the controls in Hoth were pretty good. In this, no, they're fucking terrible. It bills itself as a third-person shooter, but it's totally first-person shooter, because it's the only view that's worth the shit.
And there's really no good strafing ability either from what you showed, unless you want to be completely inaccurate with your shots.
Oh, yeah, that's... I should point this out. When you press the fire button, it just goes all over the place. But if you hold down Z, he actually fires perfectly straight.
But then you can't move, so you're sitting duck.
Yeah, Z is basically free look. And you have to use R to strafe, so it's really, really, really awkward.
And now if you notice the laser charging, I guess supposedly when it's green it does slightly more damage, although it's never really seemed that from what I saw.
No, it really isn't. It doesn't do really any more damage. All you have to do is just sit there and wait until it gets to 100% to do, like, maybe twice as much damage, but volume shots, so much better.
And not gonna lie, we definitely had a few takes of this level. We won't subject you to those, though.
Oh, God. The higher the difficulty, the further the enemies can see you, to the point of just, like, sniping you with a certain level of bullshit. Oh, I hate this level.
You got 2 hit points, you're fine.
Oh, yeah, totally. That's what challenge points look like. I guess they're Imperial symbols or something? I never figured it out.
And the red candy bar thing are just 20 health ups, and the blue ones you've been seeing are 10.
Yeah. You do get other weapons in the game, but on hard mode there's, like, virtually no ammo whatsoever.
Yeah, because they even replaced a couple of them with just health pickups and, when we changed from normal to hard difficulty.
Yeah, that was quite a surprise. Is to get to the boss, and it's like, I have 10 Seeker missiles. Life now sucks.
Kind of wonder what they were doing with these guys in here.
I don't know, I mean... These are Wampas. Wampas will fuck you up. Like, really, really bad.
And for some reason the rebels wanted to keep 3 of them, I guess, because...
Yeah. And, 4.
Well, yeah, and, he's going to rescue his friends.
Yeah. There's another room, like, around the corner that's the exact same room with the exact same contents. The game programmers decided that they just had to duplicate it for some reason.
But then you get the riveting battle scene of killing this guy off.
Yeah, we left it at this speed just to show you how long it takes to kill these things with a blaster. We don't recommend it.
But if you want to get the challenge point...
Well, I guess you could, blow up the box and just let him wander because he's really slow.
I suppose, but...
But it takes about the same amount of time. Oh yeah, in hard mode, if you get too close to a box, it'll explode and damage you. Lower difficulties, doesn't do that. Just that little extra fuck you.
It was clearly as the difficulty increases, the laws of physics change.
What laws of physics?
Well, it's 100% realistic.
Like those realistic hitboxes.
Yes, that's basically what happens when you die.
Yeah.
And if you notice, his health is blue for a few seconds. That's just invincibility mode, essentially.
Yeah, it rarely comes in as an advantage. Because usually you end up dying with, like, there's one enemy left, and it's like, what do you do? But usually when you die, you respawn not very far off of where you died, so the game does throw you a bit of a bone.
Yeah, as long as you don't have to actually like activate a continue versus just a extra life.
Yeah.
That's where it starts to get frustrating.
Yeah. Like with the droids, they're really fucking frustrating. We just went and got some more health. And we have another challenge point. There are 10 in this level in total. None of them that you have to require, like, tripping things up or anything like that. It's just, wander here, you find it. Yay. Oh, here comes the best part. Wait for it. Wait for it. I love that voice. It's fantastic.
Oh, and the fade out there was just us dying again, but we had to leave in the Wilhelm screen, obviously.
I don't know what they were thinking when they put that scream in, but thank you. That makes this game for me.
Yeah, I mean, it was in all the Star Wars movies, if I remember correctly, so maybe they were making a nod to that, I guess.
Really?
Well, at the very least, it was in the holiday special.
The most canon of the movies.
Absolutely. For those few scenes when the stormtroopers show up at the end and they shoot them off the Wookiee hut or whatever the hell they were in.
Why are you reminding me of that?
That's part of the holiday season. Like the auto-targeting a bit there? Or were you actually aiming at that point?
I was trying to aim, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It still has a bit of auto-targeting even when you manually aim, but it's pretty loose. Vomit vision! Whoa!
You think the doors would just open automatically?
You'd think, but...
Kind of sucks if they're carrying all these large explosive boxes down that they have to put everything down.
What about those alien races that, like, don't have hands?
I know, right?
There's a few of them, like, with tentacles and shit.
Oh, this is more awesome hitbox action.
Yeah, the hitbox in this game is really, really bad.
Which, yeah, I guess sometimes works to your advantage like that.
Yeah, like here, trying to shoot the guy over there so he doesn't snipe me to death.
No, that's coming up.
Yeah. Still love those particle effects. They're so good.
I like how it's kind of the same particle effect no matter if you're exploding something or just shooting it with your laser.
And no matter the size either.
Yeah.
Droid or ATST? Same explosion.
Yeah, so those are probably the sneakier ones so far, just because you have to get those before you activate the batteries at the end there.
Yeah, because if you try and go here when it's moving, it's not going to help. Especially the other set of generators, you have to go through those.
Yeah.
But you'll see those in a second.
Yeah, really, that one coming up is probably one of the more glitchy ones, just because you have to take damage to get it.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. I mean, there's times where you do fall further than that, and you don't take damage. Well, in later levels anyway, but in this, oh wow.
Yeah, you really just have to know where those guys are. And,
you have to know where all the enemies are in this game, or you're just going to die over and over and over again.
Yeah, at least at the higher difficulties.
Even now.
Yeah.
strength. And this is what we were talking about. Getting these, you have to fall and take damage. Which means if you go through here with too little health, you'll die.
Well, at least they feel bad and give you some health pickups here.
And extra life.
Yeah.
The jumping in this game can be pretty hairy, too. Like, I've played this game so many times and still I get a little nervous from jumping across certain parts. Because sometimes the hit detection just doesn't work.
And we just picked up our first actual optional weapon, the Seekers.
Yeah, the Seeker missiles are heat-seeking, that's pretty obvious. And don't really work on anything mechanical.
Which I guess makes sense, sort of, but...
Sort of, but they still produce a certain amount of heat.
Yeah, you'd think some...
Normally, at this point, you'd have like 20 to 25 Seeker missiles, but in hard mode, you'd have at most 10. Now, them not really being very good at seeking things when you fire them proves to be a huge problem in a little bit.
I'm glad they had 6 switches here. It would have ruined my immersion if you only had to flip one to do this part.
Or even just 2. Like, why do you need 6? It's a giant fucking turbine.
Well, maybe they're energy conscious. They might only want to activate one if they're worried about Hoth.
The hell is worried about this giant ice cube? This is a perfect example of how bad the strafing in this game is.
Yeah.
If this was like GoldenEye or Turok, it'd be fine. Probably wouldn't even take any goddamn damage. But no. Now this has the sneakiest secret so far. Because you have to wait. It just materializes through the wall like a ghost. Bam, challenge point. This is what I'm talking about the movement being hairy. Because one wrong step and you'll just fall down the pit and you die.
Yeah, which, I mean, I guess if you're not going for the challenge point, you can get over on the other side fairly quickly, but...
Oh yeah, it's absolutely no problem. But if you're going for the challenge point, you gotta wait. If you wait too long, you literally cannot go through it. It's too wide for you to jump. And here's our first boss. The ATSD. Now, as we mentioned in the first video, it literally has the same attack pattern no matter what point in the game. It will just walk around in a circle.
And we sped this up just because we don't hate you all.
Yeah, this fight took, what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, I think we timed it out on the video. It was about 10 minutes total.
Yeah. Now, you can be, Mr. Billy Badass and run around on top of the platforms there, fire at it, but you'll die a lot, and very quickly. This is literally the easiest and safest way of doing it.
Yeah, so as long as you're patient.
Yeah. He takes more damage if you hit him in the back, and you'll at most do like 1 point of damage to the legs with a missile. And what is said about Seeker missiles? They don't follow this thing. There are a bunch of pickups around here you can go and grab, and
Yeah, we just cut all that out.
because that took 5 minutes.
Because, of course, they can't just leave them out in the open. You have to blow up the cases to get at them.
And here is where we interrupt a marital spat between two homies. Right now we're slapping the shit out of each other.
Because when I think Wampas, I think a slap fight.
Yeah. Wampas will hit each other, but no other enemies really, are aggressive towards one another. It's a little weird. That's me getting stuck.
Blast it with fire.
And better than blasting it with piss.
It's true.
Perfect example of how dumb the Seeker missiles are. They're literally targeting a guy inside the ship that you can't fire.
Not to mention scratching your hull.
Yeah. Well, it's all pretty scratched up as it is.
True.
I'm pretty sure that Rendar got it on, like, a flea market or something for, like, $10.
Yeah, there's the guy who was targeting.
And you can see this wonderful bit of cutscene. Well, not really. And that's the end of level 2.
Heading out into the mist.
Alright. See you later.
Yeah, catch you later.